Hey devs, still scratching your heads because of the race? No? I knew the last video helped you understand it. Let's expand our knowledge now with the map type of variable and make the simplest conversation system you can imagine. Alright, let's dig into it. Our plan is simple. We create two NPCs, one based on the strings array and the other on the map, constructed from strings array and float arrays, and we will use those for the delay. We are using a template again to make the life easier. Let's duplicate our actor and let's call it NPC array. Open it up, delete the code and unnecessary components and add a cube. Collision. We're gonna use it to activate the text. Let's add both overlap events together with a new variable called text to say, which obviously will tell the NPC how to be a smart AI, you know? And make it to be an array. Also add a new integer variable called textID, which will represent the actual text we want to show up. As we have the variables, we need to feed some of this info somewhere. Therefore, let's add a text component to our actor. Place it above its head, make sure it's centered and it says bottom, so we make sure it will expand upwards as we add more text. But you may ask yourself, how do you put this info to all those NPCs? Right. Make sure you make the variable public and expose on spawn. Now you have it visible when you click on the instance and it's exclusive for this actor. And just look, you can add as many texts as you want. Now from the overlap events, let's cast to our main character, and here's a little trick. Put a branch right afterwards comparing two objects. What you see here is basically a simple question. Is that thing I overlap indeed the component we selected from the cast? This will make us sure that only the mesh will trigger the event. On a new custom event, at the beginning we simply get the text based on the ID we provide and set the text based on that output. And after we fed the text with this info, we need to check if we reached the last text already. Next we delay the next message, and after it's all done, we just increment the ID value to show the next message by calling the event again. Now we make sure that on the overlap event we reset the ID to always start from the beginning, and change the visibility of the text render and reset the value again to be totally sure that it will never be other than 0. Now we need to tell the NPC what to do if we actually reach the last point, and what we do is simply delay it and make the change to invisible. Let's actually add some real text and check what's gonna happen. It works, and now let's try adding one more NPC and give him some lovely text. Alright, we got this, but the issue with this one is that it has a constant delay. We could obviously use another array and set it separately, but we can use a map instead. So let's duplicate the actor fast and call it NPC. Alright, I stop now. Let's open it up and make some changes. Now we don't need the arrays related stuff and create a new map. The left values are keys and the other ones are values. So we can basically store two different things in one node. Isn't that great? It indeed is, because now we can add a speech text and the delay related to it in one single node. The difference now is that we have an execution pin in those nodes, and when you add new keys, there can be no duplicate of it, and therefore you cannot add multiple entries, because what you do is you try to add next empty text box, which for the engine is a duplicate. Yeah. But that's not so bad. Now we just need to change the system to the map type and think of it like it could ask for only two things at a time. Either some apples or a pack of grenades. And you're even allowed to take a peek and get what you like from the stash you selected. Got it? Everything else remains same for the system. What we did here is get all the keys from our map, which are returned as array, get the item based on the ID like in the other NPC, set text, same rule again, but this time we get the values, and the last part remained as it is. In case we're on the last text, we're gonna delay the disappearance of the text. And we're ready to test those. Let's add some text to them and put some delay, and we're gonna make this one to be slowing down, and the other one, it's gonna be different. Alright, we are ready. Time to save and hit the play button. Oh, are you sure about that? Okay, I'll move. Hey bro, you're even more mean as the other guy. Yeah, I'm gonna move away right now. I'm gonna try my luck with you. Oh, yeah, yeah, good to know, you know? Okay, let's visit our slow-mo guy and see if it works, and it seems it does. That was an easy code here, and we learned some basics about the maps and expanded knowledge about arrays. I have another video in preparation related to the arrays, which will be out next day, so stay tuned, and like always, I wish you the best with your projects. Cheers!